Hi learners! Welcome to our Learning Math series. My name is Coach MJ and I'm from Tula and tutor ko. Sa video natin ngayon, pag-aaralan natin kung paano mag-multiply ng fractions. Paano kaya to? Sige, simulan natin. Imagine this. On a nice sunny day, you decide to set up a bake sale sa labas ng bahay nyo. Magtitinda ka ng special chocolate chip cookies na may hidden recipe na ikaw lang ang nakakaalam. You were very successful during the first day at halos ubos ang supply mo of cookies. You managed to sell 4 out of 6 or 2/3 of your total supply. Not bad. Sinadya mong ulitin ang bake sale the following day. Ang problema lang, maulan na yung panahon. At dahil sa ulan, only a few people were able to go out at dahil dyan, kumonti yung sales natin. Still, we managed to sell half as much on day 2 as we did on day 1. So, ang tanong natin for today ay, how much of the total supply of cookies did you sell on day 2 in fraction form? To answer our question, we will need to learn how to multiply fractions. Let's try 2/3 times 1/2. Step 1, multiply the numerators and the denominators of your fraction. So it's 2 times 1 for our numerators, which is equal to 2, and 3 times 2 for our denominators, which is equal to 6. Step 2, write the new fraction and make sure it's in simplest form. So that is 2 over 6. Ngayon, paano natin malalaman kung 2 over 6 ang simplest form ng fraction na yon? All we need to do is check if the numerator and denominator are divisible by the same number. Ano kaya ang pwede nating i-divide sa 2 at 6? Well, 2 and 6 are both even numbers, which means that we can divide the both of them by 2. So that's 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 1, and 6 divided by 2, which is equal to 3. This simplifies our fraction to 1 over 3. And that is our final answer, 1 over 3. Let's have another example. 5 over 8 times 5. In this example, we are multiplying a fraction to a whole number. To solve this, follow these steps. Step 1, if you see a whole number, make it the numerator and make its denominator 1. So we are now multiplying 5 over 8 times 5 over 1. Ngayon, pwede na nating i-multiply ang ating numerators and denominators. 5 times 5 will give us 25, and 8 times 1 will give us 8. Step 2, write the new fraction and make sure it's in simplest form. Our new fraction is 25 over 8. Is this fraction already in its simplest form? Yes, it is. Therefore, ang final answer natin ay 25 over 8. Now, here's a number ninja tip. Before you multiply, you can do an X check. Let me teach you how. Step 1, circle the numbers that are diagonal to each other. So that's 2 and 4, and 10 and 15. Step 2, simplify those numbers using the following tips. You may pause the video to go over the tips before proceeding. Let's start with 2 and 4. Aling tip kaya ang pwede nating gamitin to simplify? Since both numbers are even, we can use tip number 1. So that's 2 divided by 2, which gives us 1, and 4 divided by 2, which gives us 2. Ngayon, anong tip naman kaya ang pwede nating gamitin for 10 and 15? 10 and 15 has a common factor of 5. So we can use tip number 3. All we have to do is divide both numbers by 5. So 10 divided by 5 is 2, and 15 divided by 5 is 3. Yay! Ngayon, mas maliit na ang mga numbers natin. So finally, for step 3, since we have finished our X check, we can now multiply. So that's 1/2 times 3 over 2, which is equal to 3 over 4. Tara, practice together tayo. Remember our question from a while ago? In fraction form, how much of the total supply of cookies did you sell on day 2? Bale, we are going to multiply yung total number of cookies sold on day 1 and day 2. Pero tignan muna natin if we can do an X-check before multiplying. And it looks like pwede nga. So we cancel out the 2's from both fractions. And after the X-check, we have these new fractions, 1/3 and 1/1. Ngayon, we can multiply the fractions easier. 1/3 times 1/1 is equal to 1/3. You sold 1/3 of the total supply on day 2. Good job! You finished watching our video about multiplying fractions from the Learning Math series. May natutunan ka ba? Gusto mo pang mag-level up? Click that bell button below to subscribe so you'll get notified of new videos. Pwede mo ring puntahan ang YouTube channel namin. Happy learning!